The following program contains material that is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the Community Media Center Marin, it's MarINSANITY.
Hello, kids. Oh, so what am I saying, kids? God blimey. Now, I'm usually the oldest guy in the room, you know. And thank you for coming out. Make me feel at home. Especially you, darling. Yes. Yeah, you know why? You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. Now, all these young comics, they're all younger than me, you know. They all make fun of me because I'm 69. I like to say to them, you know, kids, some of you bastards going to die young. If it happens to you and you're younger than me, just look me up on Facebook just before you croak, you know. Griffin Daly wins again. Oh dear, it's lovely. You're wonderful people. Thanks for coming out. Let's have a good time. Oh, we've got some great comics on the show tonight. Yes, it's going to be great. Now listen. Anyone here been to London? Yeah, of course you have. I know at least 30% of it. That's good fun. You like London, don't you? Yeah. You know what I used to like? I used to like the old pubs, you know. Because we used to have a sing-song. You know, all the old London songs, right? Well, some of them. You know, this will remind you. This little one. Oh, the New Bay Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. The New Bay Bridge is falling down. Guess who's paying? Yeah, all of us, I know. Terrible thing. Yeah. I just got back last month. We had a great time, my missus and me, you know. In the pub Saturday night. About midnight, we're all drunk. Who shows up? My ex-wife. The first one. She goes, Griffin Daly, look at you. Oh, must be a relief for you, Griff. I said, what are you talking about? See, they all talk like that. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, well, she said, finally, you're as old as you always looked. You know the feeling, darlings, don't you? Yes. Now, you know, you're not supposed to be, rude to ladies these days. So I said, your hair looks great like that. She goes, yes, these days I often put my hair back. I said, what, back in the box? Oh, dear. Then she got really spiteful. She got that look on her face like, you. She'd been waiting years for this. You. She goes, you were always good at guessing games, Griffin. See if you can get this one. Guess which one of the kids is yours. Like I give a crap, you know. Well, it was the swinging 70s, wasn't it, guys? You remember? Yeah, you were very naughty, I know. It was wonderful stuff. Oh, dear. Oh, you know, I'm having to watch my money. Because, you know, like you guys, I'm buying stuff I never expected. Like this month, I had a choice. I had a choice between a hearing aid or a big box of Viagra. So what do you think I chose? What? Now I'm going a bit deaf, you know. My missus, she's a gourmet chef, does all this fancy stuff. She calls out the other day. She says, hey, Griff, lunch is coming. I'm smoking some herrings. I said, well, I want to smoke some heroin too. Don't you? Have you tried it? It's good stuff. Oh, it all slips away, doesn't it? You know, bit by bit, all the faculties. I wish I could remember that Alzheimer's joke. There you go. comes back finally, doesn't it? You know. Oh dear. You know, I fell over 3 times in a month. I go to the doctor. It's an Obamacare doctor, cheapskate, you know. He goes, "Oh, Mr. Daly, why did you fall down?" I said, "Well, that's the only direction you can go when you fall." You think you'd know that, being a scientist, wouldn't you? He goes, "No." He said, "But the reason, did you trip?" I said, "No, not since Woodstock." Gets his stethoscope out and he starts poking me around, you know. Just look at this lot. You know you're overweight for your height. I said, "Come on, Doc, you don't know how high I am?" Nobody knows, do they? Oh, I was going to say, 1984, you remember. It was a good year, wasn't it? It was. Unfortunately, you know, times have changed. There was loads of money around. My first time in America. I'm in this bar up on Geary, right? About 9 o'clock. There's nobody in the bar but 2 girls. Beautiful Chinese girls. Gorgeous faces, Chinese faces, but long blonde hair. Starts making fun of me. Goes, "Oh, personal question?" I said, "Sure." She goes, "Sexual orientation?" I said, "Oh, I love having sex with Orientals." She goes, "Ew." I said, "What, I'm ugly?" "No, not ugly exactly. Attractively challenged." I said, "I get it. It's just genuine blondes find me attractive." She goes, "This is real." I said, "Yeah, L'Oreal." She goes, "What are you anyway? English or something?" I said, "Yeah, can I be your boyfriend?" She says, "No, but you can be my butler." Oh dear. She was hot too. Gorgeous, you know, really like you. Sexy, you know, driving me nuts. She was so, oh. You know, when you're 35, as your body feels. I said, "What do you do anyway?" She said, "Well, I'm a teacher in an all-boys boarding school." I said, "What the hell do you teach? Self-control?" She said, "Yes, but not tonight." Oh, see? I know an invitation when I hear one. It was good stuff. See, that's what I love about you California girls. You're feisty ladies. Feisty. Easy, but feisty. I'm sure my time's up, but I'm not seeing nothing on the monitor. So, now it's coming up. My first guest comic tonight is a wonderful young man. Not only is he an excellent comic, he's an award-winning actor, and he runs a nice little show at a bar in San Francisco called Buzzworks. It's the last Tuesday of every month. Look it up on Facebook. You can find all of us on Facebook. I want you to give a warm San Rafael welcome for Kay Cheng.
Right, this is gonna be fun. I passed through Berkeley on the way here. I saw the Berkeleyest thing that ever burked. Man was holding a sign that said, "Homeless, hungry, anything helps. Vegan and non-GMO only." Like, dude, come on. Really? Yeah, that's right. I got jokes. I know I look like I play professional StarCraft, but I got some jokes for y'all. I've been told that I have a nice smile. See? Unless I turn my head, then I look creepy. Watch this. Watch this. Can't help it. Some of you are like, "Well, why don't you just turn your head faster? You won't be as creepy." Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Still creepy. So, a little bit about me. My name is Katia. I go by Kay. I am from Irving, Texas. Let me rephrase that. My parents had an Asian boy, gave him a black girl's name, and raised around a bunch of white people. So, I'm racially confused. I went to school at Texas A&M University, which is not a very diverse school. Oftentimes, I was the only black woman in my class. It was rough. Two things about Texas. First, our state motto is don't mess with Texas. Just like California's motto is this, excuse me, is this gluten-free? Number two, if you have a Texas accent, everything sounds a little bit racist. Especially if you mention another race, like, hey, you want to get something to eat? Sure thing. Yesterday we had some burgers. Today let's get some Chinese. Like, whoa, dude. Let's go watch some Sesame Street, all right? Okay. Speaking of Sesame Street, this is a segue into my only impression. Hope you like it. This is a dancing Muppet. Here we go. That's it. That's all I got. Hope you liked it. There. Now, I live out in San Leandro with my parents. Yes. The Bay Area is so expensive. If you live with your parents, people get jealous. Like, wait. You got a room? With a bed? Hey, I'm tight with the landlords, all right? All right, we're gonna try something else. We're gonna do some audience participation right now, okay? I'm gonna name 5 choices. Somebody yell out their favorite. Do you want Prince, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or Tupac? Somebody yell out their favorite.
Taylor Swift.
Tupac. I was not expecting Tupac from Sam Raphael, but she was first. We're gonna go with Tupac, all right? Tupac-themed salad bar. Menu items include my ambitions is a rhubarb, all eyes on peas, and kill Mary. It's her fault. She picked the joke. Hey, if y'all don't like puns, you're gonna hate the rest of this set. Just so you know. Friends, I just turned 31. I know I look young. You're looking at me like I said I'm Batman. I get it, all right? All right. When I was 21, I can't drink like I used to. When I was 21, I'd hit the vodka Red Bulls, my favorite drink. Drink 3 of them. Bam! Oh my God, I love life. Let's go to the club. I'm gonna dance the hell out of some music. Which is fine, because that's what you get excited about when you're 21. But me, I'm 31 now. I get excited about different things. Now if I drink 3 vodka Red Bulls, I go, oh my God, I love life. I'm gonna refinance the hell out of my student loans. I'm gonna assemble the hell out of this IKEA bookshelf. I'm gonna apply for the hell out of this credit card. It has a high interest rate annual fee, but it also comes with a 1,000-point sign-up bonus, and you get double points on dining and travel. My card pays for itself. I love life. I got a little lightheaded doing that joke. Best part of this joke is that some of you know exactly which card I'm talking about. It's a Chase Sapphire. If you're interested, I get a 10,000-point referral bonus. Come see me after the show, all right? Credit card points are awesome. Here's how it works. You spend enough money, you could get free hotels. Oh, my God. Free airfare? Oh my God. And if you spend a lot of money, like a lot of money, you get to be Secretary of Education. Oh my God. All right, since we're getting political, I'm gonna talk about all the marches that we've been having. And don't get me wrong, I think the marches are great. But what if every single person that marched also donated $5 to the ACLU, to Planned Parenthood, to the NRDC, if every single person that marched also donated $5, we'll get so many credit card points. Oh my God! All right, folks. Time's almost up. I'm gonna try another pun break. I feel like the Tupac did work. What did we say over here? Taylor Swift? Right? Okay, let's try this. Taylor Swift themed deli. Menu items include you bologna with me, and we are never ever getting back to cheddar. All right, there we go. Got it. All right, last joke. Hey, did you know that Asian people only make up 2% of visits to national parks? It's true. However, we make up 98% of pictures taken at national parks. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Kei-Ching! Funny dude, huh? Oh, I love all that crazy stuff. Oh, that stuff about Texas, that was funny, wasn't it? Eh? Here's another one, a great comic, a rising star. She's wonderful. I've seen her a couple of times. Really funny. Give it up. Big warm welcome for Jean Yee.
Just got back from Yosemite National Park. Took 73 selfies while I was there. Then I left. I'm an English teacher. That was the most lukewarm response. English teacher, hashtag failed Asian. Oh, I love this crowd. So much pity so early in my set. My mom's like, why can't you be more like your brother? Work for tech company like real Asian. And so tall, 5'4" la. I just moved back from Hong Kong. Even more lukewarm than being a teacher. It's really good to be back. I grew up somewhere much more glamorous, Fremont. Much more enthusiasm for Fremont than either teaching or Hong Kong. This is a fun crowd. Make some noise if you're from Fremont. Biggest laugh yet. It's really good to be back in the States. I, like Kay, just moved in with my mom. You have a very homogeneous set of comedians so far. You have the Asians who live with their parents and Griffin. Very excited about living with my mom. She just learned how to text. It's great. I never have to talk to her again. Just text each other from across the house. Can you turn the TV down? When I lived outside of our house, she used to leave me a lot of voice messages. I have a quick question for you. Why you not married? Just find someone. Anyone. Anyone. Hi. For good luck, find husband. Wear red underwear. Okay, all my red underwear has holes in it. And it's not because they're made out of lace. You can interpret that however you want. Mom, you can make your own grandchildren. Just kidding, I'd never say that to my mom. Have you ever been backhanded so hard your SAT score drops 200 points? She has this story she likes to tell. When you were a kid, so ugly. Just threw up in mouth little bit. You dark-skinned. Oh, racist Chinese. Okay. So skinny. You look dry. So I was dark-skinned, skinny, and dry. What did she want? A light-skinned, fat, moist kid? Okay, to say now, you look normal. Almost. Too late, Mom. I was going to take care of you when you got old. Old folks home. You'll find someone dark and moist in there. So I was not valedictorian of my high school class. Shock. I was salutatorian, second place. Yay. Any more claps before I move on? Thank you. Just ask for applause. Got it. Good thing to learn. Now, the valedictorian got $100 scholarship. What is that? A quarter of a textbook? 2 cucumbers at Whole Foods? My virginity? Now, I would have run so much faster in PE because that was the class that cost me valedictorian. I would have run so much faster if I knew I was going to get paid for it. My parents would have run next to me. Move your short legs faster. We did not come to America for you to be loser. Hashtag failed Asian. Hashtag go back to China. Aw, I love my parents. They owned a restaurant when I was a kid. No, not Panda Express. Popeye's Chicken. And when I turned 9, they decided they were tired of me freeloading off of them. And they put me to work. Oh, this is so fun. White people are always shocked. And Asians are like, look at Miss Fancy Childhood. No, Popeyes was great. People would come up to the counter to order. I'd be like, oh, you work here? Welcome to Popeyes. How can I help you? Two-piece meal. Okay, let me tell my mommy. Mommy, 2-piece meal for the fat man, please. Sometimes we'd get the teenage jerk like, hey, I'd like 2 breasts. 2 chicken breasts for the misguided teenager toying with his inclination toward pedophilia, please. Anything else? Dude, no. Have a nice day. Reconsidering your life choices. All right. I will leave you with this. When I was a kid, we had a pet parrot. And it could talk, and it was psychic. My mom would turn to my dad, open her mouth to say something, and the bird would go, why don't you ever buy me flowers? Caw-caw. Smart bird. Tasted great. Thanks, everyone. I'm Jeannie.
Lovely stuff. Oh, this is great. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys? Yeah, you are. I know you are. I can hear all you chuckling and laughing and everything. Yeah. Here's another one. This guy is fantastic. He's got a one-man show. He's touring all around the country doing, and he runs a comedy club in Oakland. Just Google Comedy Oakland. Any Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and you'll have a great show. Here we go. Let's hear it for Samson Koletka.
Hey everybody. This is a nice small crowd. My home dinners have more people sometimes, so this is good. I come from India. We had a Chinese comic before me. We had a Cambodian comic before that. This is what happens when you have a British host. They can bully anybody into coming and doing a show now. So they're like, hey, are you coming or should I? I'm like, oh, I'll come. That's okay. My in-laws were visiting from India recently. They stayed with us for a short while, like 2 months. And I remember driving to the airport to pick up my in-laws, thinking to myself, where is the Trump travel ban when you need one? And I was watching my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, very closely this time. And for the first time in 10 years of my marriage, I realized all the little annoying habits that my wife has. is the same thing her mom does. And like I've heard this all my life, but just to see it in real life is pretty surreal. And just little annoying habits. Things like my wife never washes anything in the sink. Not a plate, not a bowl, not a glass, not even a spoon. Like how hard is it to wash a spoon? Why can't you never wash a spoon? Every night I go home, there are 24 spoons lying in the sink. Like, how many spoons does a family need? Why are there 24 in the sink every single night? And a few nights back I go home and my wife is like, I think we need some new spoons. Like, no, I think we need to learn a new skill. It's called washing a spoon. It's not that hard. Watch a YouTube video. Another habit that annoys me a lot, anytime my wife opens lids of bottles, she'll never close it back. I'm like, why the hell won't you close the lid? The sole purpose a lid exists in this universe is to close things. You're depriving the lid of its very existence. Turn that thing around. It's not that hard. You just did it the other way a few seconds ago. And as if it's not annoying that my wife is doing all this, her mom does the same stuff. It's like double jeopardy at home. And that actually got me thinking. You know how in the West, there is this whole practice of a live-in relationship? Where if you love somebody, you live together for a few months. And then if you still love each other, you get married. See, the problem with that whole arrangement is that you are evaluating the other person the way they are today. Because in India, we have arranged marriages where you meet the parents, so you get a glimpse of the future. It's basically telling you, look, if you can deal with this bullshit in 5 years, go ahead, get married, all right? Yeah, lots of ancient wisdom. But I don't think that system goes far enough either. Because when you meet your in-laws, you meet them a few times in a very formal settings. How do you get to know your in-laws in those few formal meetings? Like I remember before I got married, I met my mother-in-law, barely got to know her. Which is why I think what the world needs is a live-in relationship with your mother-in-law. Some of you don't seem very comfortable with the idea. Relax, let me clarify, nothing sexual about it, all right? That's not the point of my joke. Like, I'm not intent on sleeping with the enemy, okay? It's just that if I had spent 6 months with my mother-in-law before I got married, I might have discovered other annoying habits that were coming my way. Like the one that makes absolutely no sense to me at all. My wife will actually start cleaning the house right before the cleaners arrive. Who the hell does that? You're nodding, you do? Why? Don't know? Habitual? There's got to be some reason besides laughing at now. Like I just nothing. Because I asked my wife the same question, right? Why would you clean the house before the cleaners come? And she goes, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed by them finding out how dirty our house is. Like you are embarrassed by some stranger walking into the house once in a while, finding out how dirty it is. You have no problems me walking home every single night to 24 spoons lying in the sink. Why won't you wash that? That doesn't embarrass you one bit? Thank you, one person. Appreciate it. So I've been happily married for 10 years, as you can tell. And this is what I've learned. Like, this is how married we are. Because both my wife and I, we have our own temperature thresholds. Like for me, 71 degrees maximum. Anytime the temperature is below 71, I'm perfectly comfortable. For my wife, 75 degrees minimum. Anytime the temperature is above 75, she's perfectly comfortable. Which means every time we get into a car now, we set the temperature at 73. Which sounds like a happy compromise, but in reality, it's both my wife and I saying, look, I am willing to put myself through some discomfort just to make sure that you aren't comfortable either. Yeah, if I can't be happy, neither can you. All right? So, welcome to married life. And then here's something my wife said to me recently that I think is the funniest thing she's ever said to me. It all started here. It started with, she goes, I think I am going to take a 6-month break and travel the world. I'm like, all right. How are you going to pay for it? And she goes, oh. Okay, maybe I won't travel the world. Maybe I'll go spend 6 months in Africa. Still, how are you going to pay for it? She goes, I'll do some work. What work? And then this is exactly what she said. She said, I will bathe elephants. This woman doesn't wash a spoon at home. She's going to bathe elephants in Africa. She's going nowhere. I'm stuck with her for life. Thank you guys very much. Grab Delhi.
Good stuff, huh? Oh my God. I like that thing about his mother-in-law, wasn't that great? We've all got one of those, haven't we, kids? Yes. No, they're all right. Mother-in-laws are good girls. As long as you keep away from them for a while. Look, this was fantastic. Thanks you guys for coming out. Thank you, lady. You're the best laugher in the place. Yeah, you are. What a laugher. She got you all going, didn't she? It was great. Thanks a lot, guys. Come and see us again, right? We'll have all white Americans next time. How about that? No, not really. No, I like to keep it mixed up. These are beautiful people. I love them all. Thank you. Good night.